What's up, everybody? Here to talk about today's General Hospital episode. It looks like we're gonna have a full week this week. I know last week, you guys haven't seen me in like the last 3-4 days because last week's GH was cut short. But I'm back in full effect. Just watch today's episode. Probably gonna go back and watch today's episode of again on Simply GH's channel. But anyway, I like today's episode was. It wasn't. I will say this. It wasn't as good as last Wednesday's episode, but it was still pretty good. What really had me like gut busting laughing at today's episode was Tracy's reaction to Edward's will reading. And I actually, to me, to be honest with you, that was kind of one of the most, really the main thing of today's episode I really liked. The scenes with the Quartermains. I mean, we got to see. Actually, for the first time, we had Molly and Star in scenes together. We never really seen Molly and Star in scenes together. I'm not gonna lie to you, I could live without him. Like I said, I could live without Star on this show. But to me, except for me and Michael's girlfriend, Star really serves no purpose on this show, in my opinion. Like the actors, I like Kristen Alderson, true enough, but I just think the character Star really, in my opinion, serves no purpose on this show. That's just my opinion. And also we also got Trey and Christina. I really could live without. I could live without their scenes too. The only thing we got out of those scenes, out of scenes with the scenes in Kelly's restaurant was Molly's writing a romance novel. That's all I got of it. She's writing a romance. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd read that book. If that would actually be published in real life, I'd read that book. I would. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would read that book. So apparently Star is gonna go to Todd and try to get Todd to publish Molly's novel. I don't think Todd Manning's really here for all that, but I don't. We'll see. Anyway, Molly is pretty smart. I mean, I guess the character's like 15 years old. At 15, I wouldn't think about. I didn't know much about romance. I knew I was into girls at 15, but I didn't know much about romance. But hey, you never know. Your average 15-year-old today having babies. I'm just being honest. Some 15-year-olds I know are popping out babies. But hey, if Molly wants to write a romance novel, yeah, I will fast say it was just good to see the character of Molly on the screen today. Hadn't seen her forever. But today's episode was really to me made by the Quartermains and Edward's will reading. Edward, from what I got out of it, Edward left 60% of ELQ to his grandchildren. Those grandchildren being Ned, Jason, even though he's gone, Sky, and I guess AJ. So 60% of ELQ is left to them. The great grandchildren, that's Michael and Danny and Lila Ray. They get like, I think they got like I want to say 20%. They got some portions of ELQ. And also I think Ned's daughter Brooklyn, she also got some out of ELQ. Monica also got something from ELQ, got 10% of ELQ, and Alice got 5% of Edward's shares. So that leaves Tracy with nothing. And when Tracy's reaction, and Jane Elliott's been knocking this whole thing out of the park. She's been everything she does, she knocks out of the park. Her reactions were hilarious, in my opinion. She had some funny reactions to the will reading. Tracy was flat out pissed, and that shit had me rolling. Her facial expression each time she Diane, and I have a feeling that that was supposed to be Alexis's job to do that, but from what I'm hearing, Nancy Lee Graham was doing her episode of Castle. So, and she actually did understand in the interview that Carolyn Henderson she had to do some Alexis scenes. So I have a good feeling that those were Alexis's Alexis was supposed to do originally. They originally had her to do the will reading, but Nancy Lee Graham wasn't available. But no, anyway, when Diane gave Tracy that box, gave her that box at the very end, and Tracy's facial expression when she took it out of the box. And help me out, what was that she gave? I really didn't get a closer look at it. What was that Diane gave Tracy? That Edward left Tracy, but that just had me rolling. That was just fucking hilarious to me. But Tracy's facial expressions to all that was hilarious. Um, Made for good TV today. But what else happened? Maxie and Lulu. I had a feel. I predicted that Lulu was gonna wind up wanting to be Maxie's not Lulu. Well, Maxie was gonna wind up trying to be Lulu's surrogate. I had a feeling that was kind of very predictable. I knew when I first heard that they weren't able to conceive their own child, that they were going to go try to do adoption or surrogacy. I actually myself suggested Maxie to be Lulu and Dante's surrogate. So I don't know if Lulu's actually going to accept it. Don't know, but what else did I want? What else did happen on today's episode? I want to say that's it. Scenes between Sam and Spinelli were great. I love those scenes. Scenes with Sam and Spinelli scenes, they were great. Um, but Sam is actually basically still saying she hasn't given up hope that Jason's still alive. She hasn't given up hope that Jason may be still alive. She's never going to give up hope. But what I've been reading in spoilers, I'm hearing Sam's eventually going to give up. She's eventually going to give up hope that Jason's alive. She's going to take into consideration that he may actually be gone. But anyway, it was great scenes to take between Sam and Spinelli. And I knew we weren't gonna get to see Edward Quartermain's funeral. I knew we weren't gonna get to see it. I knew that ahead of time because I read about it. That we weren't gonna get to see the funeral. We were just gonna today's episode was gonna start. We're basically gonna start after the funeral. But anyway, that's really all I got for today's episode. It was good, but it wasn't as good as last Wednesday's episode, in my opinion. It was still a pretty good, decent episode, true enough. But anyway, and I also like the fact that Edward left Maya Ward something. One of his black great granddaughter, who was married to Ethan at one point. Speaking of Ethan, I'm hearing he's coming back, but I think it's gonna be with a recast. And maybe that's probably why I'm hearing that the guy that's playing Trey. And one thing I got out of Trey and Christina's their conversation today, that Trey really flat out saying he really has no purpose to stay in Port Charles. That he's seriously thinking about leaving Port Charles. And if you want my opinion, there's really no need for Trey in Port Charles, in my opinion. There's really no need for it. And I mean, not dissing the actor. The actor Eric Valdez, he's a great actor, true enough. I think he has a long career ahead of him. But in my opinion, I don't think Trey really has a purpose in Port Charles anymore, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm hearing the character Ethan may be coming back. But anyway, and also some more GH casting news. An actor by the name of Mark Samuels, I think Mark Anthony Samuel, he's an African American character. It's been cast as a character named Felix, and he's gonna be a male nurse. And he's gonna be a friend of Sabrina. Well, he's a nursing student, and he's a friend of Sabrina. And I'm hearing they're gonna make him gay. That's the rumor. They're gonna have a gay character. So that would actually if they're gonna do that, I say why not bring Tony Jones, Tony Jones' son, Lucas Jones. Why not bring him back? GH could have a gay couple. Hey, I'm not against it. Yeah, I'm gonna flat out say it. I'm not against it. So, but anyway, that's a little tidbit of news out there. Anyway, that's about all I got for today's episode. Let me know what you guys thought about today's episode. Leave me a comment. Rate, subscribe. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving holiday. I miss talking to you guys. I miss bringing you guys my recaps of GH. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about today's episode. Leave me a comment below, like, and thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for subscribing. Anyway, this is Dominic checking out. Peace, God bless, and I'm out.